Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 198 on my countdown to retirement. So, today I saw a couple of interesting posts on LinkedIn. One was an employee confidence index from Glassdoor that indicated that employee confidence has plunged to its lowest level as of May of this year, where only 44.11% of employees have a positive outlook for the next 6 months. Then that was followed up with another post that I saw that showed that year to date, we've seen 696,309 job cuts compared to 385,859 during the same period in 2024. And this data comes from Arbor Data Science. And if you do the math, that's an 80.5% increase year over year in job cuts during the same time frame. So not very positive. Then I decided that I was going to try and sous vide a 2-pound porterhouse steak that I had gotten from Publix for 5 hours, and then I was going to finish it on the grill 3 minutes on each side. So it's going to end up being served with beef flavored rice-a-roni, and I made it. I'll just say it was super tender, as you would expect after slow cooking for 5 hours. But even though I seasoned it like I normally do, which with Redmond real salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and then I use Big Tree Farms organic cocoa aminos as a marinade. So I did that. I put it into the sous vide bag, sucked out the air. So now all the seasoning was basically being forced into the meat. And then I put it into my sous vide cooker. Anyway, I put it in there, started it up, and let it go. And I had set the temperature for 127, taking into consideration that there's about a 2-degree spread between the temperature that you actually list on the sous vide circulator and the temperature that is imparted actually to the meat. So that would bring the meat to about 125 when I pull it. And then I would be able to finish it, as I said, 3 minutes on each side on the grill, which would get the grill marks. It would also kind of infuse the rest of the marinade flavoring into the outside portion of the steak. And then my wife and I split the steak, so she gets the what do you call it? The tenderloin portion of the porterhouse, and I keep the New York strip section of the porterhouse. And then, like I said, we had rice-a-roni to go along with it. And unfortunately, while it was super tender, it ended up having virtually no flavor. So that was a bummer. And so I ended up putting A1 steak sauce on it. Boo. like I don't usually use anything on my steak, so that was really unfortunate. And then while I was just as I was preparing so the grill was fired up, it was heating up the temperature, and then I was getting ready to take the steak outside to finish it on the grill, and we had a set of severe storms come through the Atlanta metro area. You know, the rain was kind of blowing sideways across off my roof and across the patio that I have, the covered patio I have. So I had to wait until it stopped blowing sideways so I could at least stand out by the grill to put the steak on and then flip it. So did that. And then after dinner, I sat down and did my weekly sale review of the proteins that are coming up for sale over the next 7 days from Kroger, Publix, Aldi's, and Lidl in the metro Atlanta area. So not that many proteins on sale this week, but at Kroger, there's going to be pork Boston butt for $1.99 a pound, Heritage Farms thighs, bone in, skin on, $1.49 a pound, and then I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to call it Agrosuper chicken party wings, a 10-pound bag, $24.99. So that's $2.49 a pound. And then over at Publix, they've got Porterhouse and T-bones on sale for $11.99 a pound. So they bumped their sale price up $1 a pound because on my last purchase, which is the one I made tonight, it was $10.99 a pound. So a little increase there. Over at Aldi's, they have Morton of Omaha's fresh seasoned tri-tip roast for $5.99 a pound. And then at Lidl through Thursday, the 19th, they still have Smithfield fresh pork spare ribs for $1.99 a pound with the MyLIDL app, and Butcher's Specialty fresh grass-fed ground beef, 85% lean, $4.99 a pound with MyLIDL. So they were the protein specials that I thought were worth mentioning for this week. And again, Lidl changes their sales on Friday, so some new things will get added come Friday. And then I'm still working with my sister on getting a contractor quote that can be approved. And my mom needs the work to start this Friday. So again, circled back with the contractor. I'm waiting for an updated quote. Hopefully I'll get that tonight and can tell my mom to go ahead and sign it and move forward this, because the guy needs to show up on Friday to do the work. And then I watched 4 YouTube videos from Josh Scanlon over at Heritage Wealth Planning. Particularly one was entitled Triple Your Returns with One Simple Strategy, which ended up covering an annuity from Nationwide. And I'll put the link in the description. But I was super surprised, quite honestly, by his recommendation. And if you watch the video, he'll talk you through why he thinks it's a good idea. But to me, I'd get a 20-year U.S. Treasury bond with a guaranteed interest rate of 5%, no sales tax, and I'd get their interest paid out to me every 6 months. To me, that's a better deal, but I'm not a financial advisor, so what do I know? He is a financial advisor, but it's, annuities need to be sold to you. Most people don't actually go looking for them. So anyway, again, I just found it really interesting that he was, I'm not going to say he's pushing it, but that he was recommending that. And then there were 3 other ones that I watched. One was about Social Security COLA. One was about 5 regrets that retirees have. And one was about if you're getting ready to be laid off, here's what you do. So if you're interested in seeing any of those, hop over to, again, the Heritage Wealth Planning site, Josh Scanlon. And like I said, the one that I watched today that I took issue with, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can go check it out, and then you can watch the other videos on his site. But that's pretty much my update for today. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section down below, or drop me an email at myretirementramblings@gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope you have a great evening, and until tomorrow, take care.